Hi guys, and welcome to the review for the Ninja Perfect Temperature Kettle. I've had this for just over a week now, and so far I can say I am absolutely in love with it. Let's get this turned on and show you what it can do. As you can hear, first off the bat is the typical signature sound of the Ninja product being turned on. Absolutely love it. One of my favourite. It's the signature sound. So as you can see, at the moment we've got it set up to 100 degree boil. Let's pop the lid off and let's get some water added. As you can see, this isn't the typical setup that we would use for filling the kettle or using the kettle, but for purposes of the review, I've commandeered the kitchen table. Right. Oh, probably wondering, why don't I use the nice big, nice jug? Purely and simply, it doesn't like pouring into the kettle. As you can imagine, normally don't really fill the kettle up with a jug. I'd use the tap, but right. At the moment, it's asking me what I want to set it on. I'm going to do it for a solid 100 degree boil. So at the moment, as you can see, it tells you the temperature of the water that is currently in the kettle. So as we're just letting that boil, see how fast it'll start coming up to temperature. A little bit noisy, but it's a normal kettle noise. As you can tell, it's quite quiet in here. Normally you have things going off, things in the background, people, children. It's not too noisy that it's distracting, but also it's not too quiet that you don't forget that you've got the kettle on. Hands up how many people put the kettle on, walk away, and then can't remember later on if it's been boiled, if it's still hot, how hot it still is. This is perfect for anyone who walks away from the kettle, or if you've had a cup of tea and you're not sure if the kettle's still hot enough, if it's still the right temperature to be able to use. This is absolutely perfect. My favourite aspect of this is the fact that you can set the temperature to whatever temperature you want. You can have it hold the temperature for 30 minutes. Also, the fact that because it tells you the temperature, I had a terrible habit before of when I'm making drinks for people, I'd keep re-boiling the kettle, which is not very good for the kettle because I wouldn't know if it was still hot enough. Also, where so with most kettles you have the lovely measurements on the side, and they're lit up so it's easier to see as well. Some kettles have that. None of the kettles I've had previously have had it light up when it's in use. I really like that. One of my favourite parts is the fact that it's the button on the handle as well. My previous one, you had to push the top of the lid, which I think is how it got broken. I also enjoy the section there, so that when it has boiled and you're refilling the kettle, obviously everything's a bit hot, that stays nice and cool so you can push the lid back down without risking burning your fingers, which you'd think would be common sense, but after all, common sense isn't all that common these days. So now, as you can see, it's coming at its temperature. Hasn't really been that long boiling, so yeah, the lower the amount of water, the faster it boils. I believe it can boil to 100 degrees in 50 seconds with 1 cup of water. See, energy saving as well, because if you only need to boil how much you need. I will be using this after the video to make a hot beverage and to use it to cook. That's the signature beep again to say that it's reached the temperature. Absolutely love the Ninja things because that audible noise, that the signature sound, lets you know when it's starting, when it's finishing. And as someone that gets distracted quite easily with things going on around them, it's a godsend. Like I say, I can't tell how many times I've put the kettle on previously, walked away, got doing something else, and then gone, oh, I need to boil the kettle for whatever it is that I'm doing. Because it's easier to boil the kettle and pour the water in to then cook the pasta than it is to put the water in the pan and then bring it up to boil to then put the pasta in. So you can do the whole temperature at 100. I've got it at 100 degrees at the moment. Doing the whole temperature, it can do that for up to 30 minutes, as I said. Honestly, I didn't know that I needed a smart kettle. It's not that it's got any smart features apart from, say, the rapid boil, the temperature control, being able to select what temperature you want the water, as well as being able to hold it at that temperature for a certain amount of time. It tells you how cold the water is when you put it in. My tap water is usually between about 17 to 20 degrees, depending on if it's straight out the tap or if the tap's been running to get it a little bit cooler. And also the ambient temperature. So far, absolutely 10 out of 10. Would recommend to everyone. I would advise, because it is slightly pricey, I have seen more expensive kettles that do absolutely none of these things, but I would recommend, if you want one, wait until there's one of the sales on, usually around bank holidays or special events, where you can get around 20% off. There's also where if you sign up to Ninja Kitchen directly, you can get a 10% discount voucher to use across the site, which is what I used for when we bought this one for my birthday. We used a 10% discount voucher directly from Ninja, and then unfortunately it then went on sale the bank holiday after my birthday, which is typical. How many times does that happen where you buy something and then a week or two later it's on sale for slightly cheaper? But honestly, I was so happy when I found out that I'd got the kettle, because I needed to replace my old kettle, and this I would recommend to it. I've recommended it to people. I've already bought one for my mum for her birthday, and she was ecstatic. She's got some Ninja products as well, and 10 out of 10. Absolutely. I can't keep singing its praises enough. Bearing in mind, this is what my view of it. I'm not getting paid for this. I'm not getting anything, no ads or anything. This is just my opinion of the kettle, and I would, for anyone who has a busy lifestyle, or anyone, particularly those who suffer with time blindness, ADHD, who might put the kettle on to boil and walk away to get something else done, start doing other things with the cooking or the cleaning or the children or anything. It's so easy to go, oh, did I boil the kettle? Because it doesn't look like it's been boiled. And honestly, I've done it the other way around. Thought I'd put the kettle on to boil, poured it in, and then gone, oh, it's cold. Because although it looked like it had been boiled because it had been previously used, it wasn't hot. So, for me, perfect. Absolutely love it. Recommend to everyone. I'll actually put a link in the description to the Ninja Kitchen website where you can get your own and many of the other Ninja products. I've got the air fryer, the kettle, and I've loved them. I've got some Shark products as well, which I love, and honestly, I can't wait to get more products as and when I need them. Really looking forward to getting the Ninja Creamy because my little ones love ice cream, and being able to sort of make a healthier ice cream at home with fruits and things sounds a lot more beneficial. So I'm hoping at some point in the near future to be able to be reviewing that for your faces. So that's all from me, guys. Thank you. And if you like the video, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. But thank you for your time.